contrarian, leave it to contrarian badass Reggie Middleton. He called the housing crash. He called the collapse of Bear Stearns and Lehman Brothers and the crisis in the Eurozone banking system.
Reggie Middleton.
Go bankrupt? Or,
You let the insolvent banks go bankrupt, you ring fence what would be utility services, such as basic savings. So mom and dad.
Greetings all, this is Reggie Middleton. I am walking down the street in the sixth most expensive place to live in the entire world. In the entire world. Yes. Now, before I tell you where I am, and if you're in New York, you may be clued in by looking at the surroundings and all the ambient noise. But for those who don't know, before I tell you where I am, I'm going to give you little hints and clues about other places. Okay, you can hear the accent. This is about 2 miles, 3 miles south. So, what is the difference between what you see on 53rd Street and 6th Avenue, such as the Baccarat Hotel, and what you see during the inner city, the inner urban areas, the boroughs, such as Brooklyn, the Bronx, Queens, Staten Island. Okay, this is about 1.5 miles west. Okay, so for those who haven't figured it out, I'm in Dumbo, Brooklyn, down under the Manhattan Bridge overpass. It has a $2.4 million average apartment price. That's the average, which means the apartments are much more, but the occasional studio efficiency and small one-bedroom has brought the average number down. Okay, Dumbo is more expensive than Billionaires Row in Manhattan, is more expensive than Central Park South, more expensive than the Upper East Side and the Upper West Side. Dumbo is beat by Soho, NoHo, and Tribeca. New York is at number 5 or 6 in the most expensive cities in the world. And if you stretch for a 10, 15, 20, or 30-year period, New York probably takes number 1. Because a lot of the cities, such as Moscow and Copenhagen, and a lot of European and Asian cities, Shanghai, etc., have spikes. Tokyo, those spikes are bubbles, the bubble pops and they go down. New York City is a continuous bubble, apparently, and so is London. Okay, now, let's go and take a look at what the 6th most expensive place to live in the world looks like. I'll pan around. It's that glass building behind me right there. 1 John Street. Right across the street, they're doing more construction, of course, because you have to give people for their money, right? Now, what does this portend? You look around. Do you think it's worth it? Year-over-year price appreciation for these apartments, for the area. Okay, not just this building, for the area. 56%. They went up 56% year-over-year. Outrageous. Now, let's overlay that price appreciation with the appreciation of income for New York City. You see what I mean? All told, there's a bubble about to pop. Now, question is, how do you take advantage of this? Well, we look through a lot of developers. Developers are showing strong numbers, quarter over quarter, year over year. Looking at a lot of lenders. Lenders are showing strong numbers year over year. And credit metrics. Not only are they good, but some of them are actually increasing. So what gives? You know, you have income barely increasing or increasing at a steady, but not outrageous amount. You have ZERP, QE, NERP in Europe, which pushes a lot of buyers over here. A lot of Asian buyers coming over here using the inflated Asian dollars or Asian currency. But the prices are going up so much more than incomes. The prices are going up more than exchange rates. The Brits and the pound has dropped significantly. Euro, NERP dropped significantly. And we all know China's having their issues. So, where are the losses that we should be seeing? Well, I found them. And they're hidden in these companies that are being used by the banks to conceal losses in a very unique way, a very way that was very much similar to what they did 8, 9, 10 years ago. And we all know how that happened. It's happening in the exact same way. Same game, different rules, because QE, NERP, ZERP, the various bailout schemes, and the repealing of market, which is the key of why this is being hidden now, has allowed the banks to have fairly good credit metrics, lending into an extreme bubble market with incomes not going anywhere near. Defaults are coming down the pike. I'm going to give you a couple of sneak peeks in the next couple of videos and posts, research, and I'm going to release this research. I'm going to release my opinion almost daily as a video diary. Some of it's paid research, some of it's free. I'm going to create real TV because this is going to be interesting this time around. I'm also selecting puts, and these are going to be Armageddon trades, so in general they will lose money until it pops. When it pops, I expect big returns, lots and lots and lots and lots of zeros, even some commas thrown in. This should be interesting.